this guy. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? This is our little skull, and it actually opens. So it opens just like that. The jaw actually also moves. And yeah, this is the first week. Oh my god, you guys, it's the first day, and I woke up this morning and I found out I lost my Surface Pen. So that's how I'm starting my morning. I got oversized scrubs by accident, a couple of us did, and I had to get creative and just tuck in as much as I could. It doesn't look horrible, but we're working with it. Scrambled, got on Amazon, and they had the exact same pants. The only problem is the shirt because it has a logo, so that's a little harder to replaase. Good first orientation.
That's the one benefit.
Are you vlogging? I'm vlogging.
Oh, I'm for YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
First day of scrubs. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Yeah, I know.
We'll see. Everyone, this is Yan. And we're trying to take a group picture now before we all look like crazy people.
Yes.
Say hi, guys.
Hi. First day. First day.
Okay, so this is our class list for this week's.
Good morning. Don't you want future dentists to watch this and get excited? Get excited! So, what are we doing?
Oh, we're gonna prep the molar, third molar.
We're literally not doing anything like that today. We're gonna
take notes.
Yeah, we're gonna take notes.
In picture.
Look at how prepared we are, guys. We're really not. We just got here.
Make it sound good to these people.
It's 7:53 a.m. and I think we have a pretty good amount of energy for that. I think so. Yeah.
What is this
for my vlog.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, why did you tell me? Give me a Give me a close up.
Hi. Introduce yourself.
I'm shy.
Oh my god, not
I'm
shy.
So not shy.
Okay, she is not shy. We'll see her do her thing later after we don't tell her we're vlogging. Like you can literally tell what the first day was.
Literally a straight line of that's not right. A straight line.
About like that you can literally feel everything you do.
Everything.
You guys are recording, huh?
I vlog. You want to say hi?
You vlog?
Yes. This is Dr. Colstad. So we met a lot of like faculty, dean of the school, and everybody that was involved in our admissions process. And we have the Office of Diversity. So it was great, it was fun. We did start off with like microbio on the first day. We started off with neurocranial anatomy and histology, and then today we did dental anatomy, microbio again, and histology, and fundamentals of oral health. I can already tell that it's gonna be very crazy as far as like neurocranial anatomy goes. Dental anatomy I know is gonna be another class that's kind of weird just because it's fully like book. There's no PowerPoint for the class the way it's taught here. Just so you know, the thing that I'm finding the hardest is the fact that I'm in school from 8 a.m. till pretty much 4 p.m. and then I have to find time to come home, study a lot of material that is very detail oriented. So I can already tell which classes I feel really comfortable with, like microbio, and then fundamentals of oral health seems like it's going to be good, but with the other classes I can tell that it takes work. So I'm just thinking, how can I maximize my time, and like how do I do everything else the rest of the time to make sure that I have enough study time for the rest of the classes. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to come here before school starts and kind of get everybody, like I've met so many of the upperclassmen already, and I have, the chance to get around the school and get familiar, and I've had the chance to come up to the area and get familiar with it. And as an out-of-state student, like there's nothing more that I could ask for. It's honestly such an incredible experience. And to be honest, like I think that when you go to interviews, it's really difficult to see, oh, maybe this is actually what the school is, or maybe this is what they're pretending to be. And what I really feel like is that this school does not pretend to be anything they're not. And so I really hope that you guys find that for yourself. Like, I'm sure that there are other programs out there that are just the same. Obviously I'm biased, but I have not had someone to this point that I've met that hasn't told me like, hey, take my number, or please, anything that you need, or offer me some kind of advice, and like actually useful advice, not like, oh my god, study hard, or you're gonna do great, don't worry. Like real concrete advice. And I really, really, really appreciate that. I mean, even the faculty, like, it's just a school where obviously you can tell they want, their students to succeed, and I'm sure every school does, obviously, but you can get different vibes at different schools, and going to different interviews, I definitely got to see that, but it's just different because every single day counts here, and that's just what's different. In undergrad, you can skip a day or two and still be okay. So finished studying now. It is 9:30 and I'm probably still gonna continue studying. Okay, so this looked a lot worse when I started. It looked scarier than it actually is. But I guess as soon as you break it down, this feels a little better, but I think the hardest part was starting and just figuring out that I needed to focus on more directional terms. So this is what you guys will be looking at soon. How would you say your first week was?
Oh, busy.
Yes.
But congratulations. Wow.
Congratulations to us!
Congratulations.
We just spent so much time in 11. It was fun.
And now we
it felt
have
awesome.
6 quizzes next week.
Oh, just 6?
6.
Here we are. We made it.
Yep.
There's still 10 of us.
Yep.
Nobody died.
8 classes.
Not yet.